Welcome in everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Angie and this is Intuitive Tarot. Welcome to your reading. Today is the 27th of March 2026 and I have a couple of things. I wanted to say thank you to all my subscribers. I appreciate every single one of you, and I brought in this beautiful box I was gifted from my daughter. Isn't it so stunning? Look at that. Pearly roses and everything, and a beautiful butterfly, and inside we've got this gorgeous, it's like a citrine or an amber stone in the middle. It's absolutely beautiful. I love it. And she bought one for herself, so this will bring us luck today, I'm feeling. So I've also got a new deck and I'm trialing it really in this reading, so we're going to see what it has to tell us. This is the Hermetic Tarot. I don't know, does any of you know about the Hermetic Tarot? It's a bit different from the other tarot cards. Gosh, it's hard to get focused there. But yeah, I just find it, I thought it would be a lot more simplistic, but in fact it's looking a little bit more complex. So I'm going to do a trial reading on it with you guys. I will see what comes through. And I may not even post this if it turns out to be, you know, not ready maybe for me, because I've only just cleansed it and connected with it. So yeah, you'll be the first collective to have your cards read with my new Hermetic Tarot deck. I'm so excited. Okay, let's have a look and see what energies Spirit wants to bring forward to you today. And we'll tap in. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, please bring us messages of love, light, clarity, healing and hope for this collective through this act of divination. Calling your spirit guides and mine to oversee this act of divination as well. And let's see what the spirit world has to say to you. I'm really excited about seeing what's in store with this deck, you guys. I've wanted it for a long time. Not knowing why, as usual, but yeah, I went looking today to see could I find something else. In fact, this is what I found, and when I found it I said to myself, this is hard to get. I think people often say that. So we've already connected, you guys. Ace of Pentacles is in the center of your reading here today. Lord of the root of the powers of earth. Ace of Pentacles, yeah. Root energy, earth energy. And look at like the images here. Every symbol means something. So I think it's quite in depth. We'll keep going though. I'll go with what I'm guided to tell you, I suppose. And they're so beautiful then, and simplistic, and they're all black and white, and to me, you know, they're very easy shuffle as well. That's the Devil card in your challenge. So when the Devil card is in your challenge, you can take it as, you know, the opposite energy, or overcoming the Devil energy might be a thing for you at this time. Ace of Pentacles, so traditionally, is the root, like literally it's the seed, sowing something in for it to grow for your future, the beginning of something. That ace. I want to take this one here, please, Spirit. Ace of Cups, there's another ace. Lord of the root and the powers of water. So this is the Ace of Cups, of course, it's an offer of emotion. So this is the Lord of root and powers of earth, and this is in the earthly realm that you want to plant a seed to see something in your real world. The Devil is crossing it, but what you need to focus on is something like an offer of love. Aces are the seeds of an idea, usually. Okay, Spirit, what have we got for our recent past here for our collective, please and thank you. Ace of Swords. Like, what is going on? You're beginning three things here by the looks of it. We've got the Three of Cups then and the underlying energy, which is Lord of Abundance. It says Three of Cups is, it's usually about teamwork, working together with people. I'll go through each placement, I'll tell you, and then I will get clarification messages for you, and we'll see what comes about when I'm channeling, in more flow as the spread is being interpreted. So here we have the King of Wands. This can be a fire energy. Prince of the Chariot of Fire, it says. And look at him, he is on the chariot in that image. And Prince of the Chariot of Earth, he's on another chariot. This King of Pentacles, Ace of Earth we had at the start, the Ace of Pentacles, and there's the King of Pentacles. It's what you need to focus on according to Spirit, or guidance from Spirit. Is the King of Pentacles. Could be a fire energy as well, in a leadership position in your life maybe. Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles is teamwork. Three of Cups, sorry, I should have said it's card of celebration. Card of material work. The way they express the cards in the different statements, it's almost, wow, I just feel like I've got so much to learn with this deck. But I love the black and white imagery, and to me it's giving me simplicity, even though they look quite intricate actually on the face of it. Some of them are very detailed, so we'll see what comes forward, you guys. I'm really looking forward to this. Queen of Swords, Queen of the Thrones of Air, so it's an air sign. And earth signs is the King of Pentacles, earth signs. And we've got the Princess of Swords. So this is the other thing about this deck. We have knights, kings and queens, but we also have princesses. A little bit of nudity here. I hope YouTube don't condemn me forever to death, Princess of the Rushing Winds. This is really, really something. So, okay, I'm going to have a look through what we've got so far, and this is going to take a bit of time. I feel like, it's just, they're so different, So the Devil was here, the Lord of Roots and Earth and Power. Ace of Pentacles is a real world idea, something, a seed you want to plant, and this is your current energy collective. So there's something you have in mind and you want to plant that seed or begin a business. It's an idea about doing something in the tangible. It could be planting a flower, it could be anything at all. Place these energies where they fit you, to be honest. And take what fits, of course, and leave the rest. So having an idea about something like a plan or an idea of inspiration as regards to something that you could do in the real world, to begin a business, for example, to start doing something like a new hobby, and just something that's going to grow into something that you'll have actual tangible results. It can be money that you get from it, or it could be just fruit off a tree, and anything in between. So the Devil energy being in the challenge position here, it's like saying to me that your bad habits might get in the way of that seed of an idea. I just want to check one thing in the book already, and I know I'll be back and forth on this book because it is a learning curve here for me with this deck. So it's crossing you at the moment. So it's kind of trying to. There'll be temptation in your way to steer you off that path. Is what I get from that. So what you need to focus on then is the Ace of Cups. So this is like an idea to do something like a gesture of love. It's water energy here. And you can see the Divine's hand there handing this chalice of love, an overflowing cup of love. And you might be offering this to somebody. This is in your position of what you need to focus on. It's either you offer an apology, an act of love, forgiveness, something like that to somebody, or someone will be doing it, towards you. But focusing on love and being that kind of open-hearted person. You can also be pouring into your own cup there of self-care, like treating yourself and being kind to yourself as well. I find it's in that energy there. This is lovely. In the recent past, then we've got the Ace of Swords, which is finding out a truth in the recent past. Is there something you recently learned? A truth came to light. You were able to declare something. An ace is just like you're discovering something new. It's like a little bit of a glimmer of enlightenment regarding something that you couldn't figure out. It's clearing things up very much so. It's the Ace of Swords. And the Three of Cups then, as I said, is the energy supporting you, and this is a card of celebration. All of these cups are flowing into one another. It's such flow, this energy here. Again, it's water energy. Absolutely gorgeous, and you can see all the flowers are flourishing because of this teamwork kind of thing comes through as well. So gathering with your soul tribe and celebrating, and you're all enjoying the fruits of your labours there. So that might be something to do with work colleagues or a team that you have, or something that you do for a hobby or for a living. King of Wands then in your near future is this is a fire energy, fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And he's a Prince of the Chariot of Fire, so it's quite that thing, it's this thing of you feeling, maybe you have those fire signs in your surroundings. Or, hold on a second. So it's about King of Wands here it's about going after something with a fire in your belly. You're very ambitious. This guy looks like he's got a wild lion, which I know can be the Leo energy in this as well. Leading the charge here. But it is that fire, that really driven, ambitious, passionate energy there, that something in you is coming about in the near future. So that looks really good. Guidance from Spirit here is the King of Pentacles. So this is about earth energy here. Earth energy is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and King of Pentacles is very, grounded, very much nurturing energy. Again, it's male or female, just the energy of these cards. All these kings can be females as well, of course. Always take that fit your own situation. So your advice from Spirit, guidance from Spirit here is to focus on it could be an earth energy in your area or in your vicinity. And it can also be, you being the master of your own home, your own place, universe. He's got a sphere there in his hand, the King of Pentacles. And sometimes he has the world in his hand. You can see this globe sort of shape there in his hand, a sphere. There's so much in this card. It's like, it talks about abundance, about sitting pretty, about having more than enough that, that you can share your resources. It's a king of, 3D energy, really. The King of Pentacles, King of Earth. And it is that thing of being so grounded and kind of like the leader of your realm, or the matriarch or patriarch of a household even. Lord of material work. Three of Pentacles then, it talks about teamwork here. You can see the 3 pentacles there. And it's almost like, using all 3 skills here, or 3 aspects in the real world, and putting them together to create another thing is what I see here from this card in particular in this deck. But yeah, teamwork comes to mind. Working with a team, working with a group, people that you work well with. That's in your local environment. It's like you have the supports around you. With the Three of Pentacles there, it's telling me that you have people in your circle that would be very helpful regarding this King of Pentacles energy that you're harnessing to take this Ace of Pentacles, we'd say, to where you wanted to go. So yeah, having a King of Wands and a King of Pentacles here, there's fierce grounding in this. Like it's very realistic. This is another thing about the King of Pentacles. They're very realistic people, and they also, they are masters of their realm. As I said, could be a matriarch or a patriarch. There's a Six of Wands here in your hopes or fears. So this is, you're hoping for a victory here for sure. And this is very much a celebratory card. There's fire in this as well, flames. You can see those kind of sticks burning there. And it's like, a sense of achievement, of getting to the finish line. Very much so. So you were hell-bent on winning here. It's going to be great. You want a victory. So Queen of Swords then is an air sign. And this is your potential outcome, but you embodying this Queen of Swords, now male or female again, of course, applied whichever pertains to your situation, collective. But this person can stand up for themselves. They draw the line. They're very educated. Swords are of the mind, so they're very knowledgeable. Lots of wisdom here. You can see an older character there. Looks like a kind of they're just, that older, wiser, elder, like a wizard sort of an energy coming through there with this image for me. I really have to say that. And there's a lot of kind of cloud imagery here as well. It's like cutting through the fog to get to what you want. This is where you're heading for. You're going to get clarity, utter clarity. Your vision is going to improve here. Maybe your eyesight is getting better. But it is that thing of, the fog clearing. Like you can see this man here is standing in a clear area and the fog is just around him, but it's like it's opened up. Maybe this represents a third eye, I don't know. So take what fits, leave the rest, and tell me what resonates here for yourselves, because there's a lot in this and I might be elaborating a bit too much because it is my first rodeo with this deck. But yeah, there's a lot of supercharged Watten's energy here. Six of Wands, it says the Lord of Victory on that deck, and there's a lot of powerful characters in this spread today, I have to say. Loads of aces, like Ace of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups. Like, you're beginning loads of different projects here at the same time, or, you're on 3 different quests, maybe you're thinking of beginning at the same time. It looks like all these new beginnings, it's the perfect time for it though, because the environment around you is, of threes, it's like, there's always a team and 3 people. 2 is more of, like the Lovers card, or, the 2 Cups is another one that springs to mind. So it's kind of getting into group situations where that's your support here in both instances, in both those placements. So to look at that, maybe including people in your plans here, because I see that there's 3 opportunities, those 3 aces, as I said, and I have a feeling there could be 3 people involved then as a result. And then when we're having a Queen of Swords, King of Wands and a King of Pentacles, it's like one for everybody in the audience, because we have the Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords and Ace of Pentacles. This is just, wow. Do you know what? That's just, could become clear here actually. It's 1 for 1. This is insane, you guys. Can you see that? These are your 2 threes. King, King, Queen, Ace, Ace, Ace. And they're all matching suits. There's 1 per head. This is extraordinary. Per head. What is happening? So the Princess of Swords under the deck there. Princess of Rushing Winds. Wow. So powerful. she's revealing the truth, this Princess of Swords, just because she's got partial nudity going on, and as well as that she's holding up that sword. It's upside down though, where the Queen brandishes that sword the right way up, if you can see that. I'll try and hold it so that you can't be looking at too much nudity. See, sword is down, sword is up, you know. So yeah, like, I'm going to have to learn what it means to have a princess energy in the room. I don't know, I've got a lot of reading to do, a bit of research. So we'll get our clarification cards now, if you don't mind, please, Spirit. This is wonderful. So where do we start? Ace of Pentacles crossed with the Devil card. So can we have a card to clarify this, please, Spirit, for our collective today? That could be the card, Six of Swords. Six of Wands, victory. Six of Swords. Six of Swords is moving into calmer waters, is it not? It is. The traditional, yeah. Lord of earned success. Isn't that just magnificent here? Right, I'll have to have a look at these three together, and we'll just go along and do each as it comes. So as I said, an idea to put something in the 3D into action, or bring it about in the real world. And the Devil, then, we said, is your conflicting energy there. The challenge might be that you're distracted by unhealthy habits, behaviours, or patterns that you have in your life. And it's only a threat. It's not a certainty. It's just something that you're going to come up against. So, you know, Lord of earned success. So this is a card of victory again. You know, in regard to the sword energy, you know, your head might have been addled with too many swords going around, too many thoughts in your head, and you have too much turbulence really in your mind. And this card represents going from a really turbulent place in your mind to a calmer place in your mind. So this is wonderful. This is what's happening in your present moment. I mean, this looks so good already. We've only started our first clarification. Okay, we'll keep on going. Lord of the Root of Pearls. Ace of Cups then, please, Spirit. Can we clarify that Ace of Cups? Thank you very much. Ace of Cups is clarified by the Nine of Swords. So this is what I was saying to you, know, I think you need to focus on this position here is Ace of Cups. So it is about offering love, maybe self-care to yourself. The Nine of Swords always represents, you know, a lot of despair and cruelty, heartbreak. Says Lord of Despair and Cruelty. So it's like, you know, very wounded. Had a lot of, you know, all these swords, feeling very imprisoned and trapped in something like that entanglement sort of imagery there is telling me like you're absolutely imprisoned, like a prison of the mind, but you also feel like you're physically, you know, blocked as well, but it's your thoughts that have you in this mindset of being physically trapped, I believe. That's what's coming through. Thank you, Spirit. And this is what you need to focus on at the moment, is maybe having a look at each one of these swords that you have, thoughts that you have that are actually bringing you down so much or restricting you so much that you know, you'd be worried this Ace of Cups is coming in. There's something coming in. You don't want to miss it. I think that's a lot of the message here. You might miss an opportunity because of preoccupation of the mind there. Okay, so the next card we have then in your recent past position is the Ace of Swords. So this could be just you learn the truth about something. And the Moon, yeah, the Moon is clarifying this. So this absolutely is a water energy again. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and yeah, this is a major arcana here. So this means that a major thing happened in your recent past regarding, you know, you getting clarity on something, because the Moon talks about things that are hidden, and the Ace of Swords is cut through the hidden things and it finds the truth. So literally, you know, the Moon here might be shining that light. It might be just in the night that moonlight can shine that light on that thing in that dark corner. And this is it, that sword there in the recent past. This has been the thing. You found clarity where you had things hidden from you, or you felt that you didn't know what to do, you know. So I really love that. In your recent past, it sounds like you overcame something there by learning the truth or learning something new about a situation, whatever that is for you, of course. Place those energies where they go for yourselves. The Three of Cups then, it speaks to Lord of Abundance is the message on the cards. This is the energy around you, and as I said, it's card of celebration, of feeling, you know, you're with your team, with your tribe, doing things that we love to do together, sort of a feeling, you know. Let's just see what Spirit has to say regarding the Three of Cups. Please and thank you, Spirit. Three of Cups. There we have it. The Six of Pentacles. You're all coming out now. You have a star there as well. Very good. This is looking really good. So the Three of Cups being clarified by the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles has been able to give, you know, reciprocal energy that you can give. You've more than enough to share, you know. And that's wonderful. And it says Lord of Abundance on the Three of Cups. You know, pouring into other people's cups and them also pouring into yours at the same time. There's a lot of cyclical stuff happening here, and this is the energy around you. So it's about sharing your love and sharing your material success as well, as it says here, Lord of Material Success. So, you know, being able to help others out, maybe financially, maybe just, you know, offering them a meal, or, you know, being able to treat them to something when you're out together, or just, you know, feeling that you have that extra few pound in your pocket that you can treat your friend or treat whoever it is that you love. Also pouring into yourself, the self-love all over this lark here, and it's just gas. And I feel an awful lot of it is that thing, you know. I mean, you've been going around with these 9 swords, and it's time to get out of that mindset, because you can't continue like that. Something needs to change here, and that's what Spirit is telling you to focus on, is get rid of these things that are holding you back so that you can, you know, move on. And the Six of Swords is to move into calmer water, as I said, in the present. But here we go, we're going into the future now, and we had the King of Wands, which is, you know, a leader that wants to go ahead with a fire in his belly. He's got a plan, he's gone, he's gung-ho. It looks very much like the Chariot card there, with the Chariot below him, and it's a lion pulling him, you know. There's no stopping a lion if he's pulling you along. And the Star card here is your clarifier, which talks about, it says the daughter of the firmament. Yeah, and like, look at all these, you know, sacred geometry images and everything. I'm just loving this. I'm trying to cover her there because a bit of nudity mightn't be allowed. But I can see this is a very lucky card. Like, there's kind of a roulette type of wheel imagery coming through here. It's like you should speculate to accumulate, is what I feel. It's coming through on that, you know. The wheel and the image is showing all these, you know, kind of esoteric symbols. But it's usually like the meaning of the Star card is wish fulfillment. It's a card of Aquarius. And the King of Wands, like in this position, this will be you running after your dream with a fire in your belly, and this is the dream, you know, dream and dream bigger. So that's your clarifier. It's like, crikey, I'm ready. Hope is a big meaning attached to the Star card as well. So it's really, you know, feeding that fire in your belly, and you know, you're looking to pursue this dream. Nothing will stop you with that Chariot under you. The King of Wands is unstoppable confidence and, you know, fire energy, really. I'm sorry, some of these cards are going out of the frame the whole time. Okay, you guys, where are we going now? The Star. So that was the near future. Now we need to find out what's our clarifying card for our King of Pentacles here. This is guidance from Spirit. So Spirit, let's have a look at what we need to see to clarify that. Any additional messages? Here we go. Eight of Swords, Lord of Shortened Force. Eight of Swords. That's the self-imposed prison of the mind. Okay. yeah, so King of Pentacles here, its guidance from Spirit is Lord of Shortened Force. That's so strange, the wording of that. But Eight of Swords. There's a 4 and a 2. These numbers might mean something to you guys. But the Eight of Swords, you know, it is a self-imposed prison of the mind, you know, at its core. The Knight of Pentacles, the Chariot of Earth. This is somebody, like I said a while ago, like a matriarch or a patriarch energy, where, you know, you feel like king of your own castle, you feel at home in your own home, you feel like your own lord, you are the lord of your own manor or whatever. And the king, of course, it'll be, you know, male or female again, but being clarified by the Eight of Swords, it's like you're freeing yourself. The guidance from Spirit is to free yourself from this mind tornado that you have, and you feel like you're actually trapped when you're actually not. It's in your head. Physically, you were not trapped. Remember a while ago I said you're feeling both physically and emotionally trapped, but in fact, you're not physically trapped. That's for certain, or, you know, because we got this Eight of Swords here, because we know this is the prison of the mind. So if it's only half the battle, you guys, that's half the battle. Does that make sense? God, do comment below and tell me how this fell for you or landed on you guys. And don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and hit my notification bell there to get informed of when I post again, if you're interested in following along on my spiritual path as well as your own. So we've got the Three of Pentacles here to clarify. Lord of Material Work, it says, and there's our card, and it talks about the blasted tower. Look at the way it describes it even. I mean, I love it. It sounds like something an Irish band would say, like a phrase. The blasted tower. Look at it. Boom. I said something needed to shift here, didn't I? Big time. Getting rid of this Nine of Swords, you guys. The plan is on. Like 9, now we've gotten to 8 here. We're getting there. Three of Pentacles. This is about, yeah, I said, working together as a group to achieve a common goal. And this is the environment around you. So if your environment at the moment is chaotic, something has hit very suddenly. And you're in a chaotic sort of environment, like there's a person falling out of this tower. It actually looks like it's upside down. The lid has been pulled off the top of it. Lightning struck, like the universe might come in. Your sacred geometry imagery here is like we've gone from the start of the tower. You see they're all occupied there with the monochrome black and white shading, and then like that looks like balance, and this one looks like division, you know. That's what I have to say. From being balanced, can you see that? From being balanced to being divided, like there's a split here. Somebody maybe had an end of a relationship, an end of a connection. It could be love, it doesn't have to be, but it could be like a business blowing up, or a partnership in business blowing up. I don't know what I'm looking at here, but it looks like slices of bread, like, and you know, bread usually represents pentacles and, you know, money in spiritual symbology. Anyway, guys, this is like for the good, as we know, but we can see this guy is jumping out and he's going into the water here below, I have to say. There's so much going on. Wow, you guys. Wow. And it's so strange. He's jumping into the choppy waters, and we did say as well the Six of Swords is coming out of choppy waters and going into clear waters. The blasted tower, well, I never. Now you've seen it all here. It says Lord of Hosts of the Mighty. Now, so yeah, that could be the Lord's Ascended Masters in the 5D coming in to shake this stuff up and shake out all the stuff that is not going to last. It could be your jumping ship, you know, literally, or somebody belonging to you's jumping ship, because there's only one person in that whole image that I can see. Okay, you guys, the next card we have here is In Your Hopes and Fears, and we said this is a victory card, 6 of Wands. Okay, you guys. What have we got for the Six of Wands, please, Spirit, for our collective today? It's the Ten of Pentacles. Wow, that's major abundance. You guys. This is great. You know, this is absolute wish fulfillment. Lord of Wealth, it says there. Where's the King of Pentacles? He's here. Prince of the Chariot of Earth, they call the King of Pentacles, right? And Pentacle energy, then again, this is like, that could be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. I hope I said that for that one, because, you know, and male or female. But yeah, the Six of Wands clarified by the Ten of Pentacles. Like, you want fame and fortune. Six of Wands is fame as well, and often it is represented by you know, somebody standing on a stage and being celebrated, being seen by the public eye. Yeah, some of these images here look like eyes to me, you know. It could be just that, just stepping into your power, stepping into the light and being, you know, feeling absolutely abundant and being abundant. And it might not be, you know, it is supposed to be tangible wealth, stuff you can put your hands on in the political world. But Lord of Wealth, it says here, so you might just feel, you know, you have an overflowing cup of love as well as an overflowing cup of, you know, you could buy anything you need because you have so much money. Energy is another thing that Pentacle energy can represent. It can mean, like, you know, your resourceful, any resources really in the 3D, that you actually have the energy and the stamina for something. I know more than, often than not, it's the Wands energy that speaks to the stamina, but in this regard, that's the message I'm getting now from Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. So Queen of Swords, then your potential outcome. As I said, this is somebody discovering the truth, getting to see clearly what and where you need to go, which is absolutely marvellous. It's like everything is clearing up here, you know. It keeps coming back to the Six of Swords, out of the fog and into the light, where you can see the truth and where everything is plain and clear for you. So we'll get a card now to clarify our Queen of Swords, please, Spirit, for this collective, and we close this reading out for today. But this is just marvellous. I'm loving this deck. You guys, it's very involved. It'll take me a while to get up to speed, I suppose, on, you know, the different things. Six of Cups. Lord of Pleasure. That's your clarifying card. Okay, let's see what we have here. Six of Cups. Lord of Pleasure, it says here. So this Six of Cups speaks of nostalgia, you know, remembering things from the past that gave you joy. And this is it. When you get to this Queen of Thrones, this is your potential out. Queen of Thrones, of the Thrones of Air, sorry, Queen of Thrones. Is this the Game of Thrones coming into my head again? Sorry, you guys, I don't know why, but lately I'm hit with Game of Thrones left and right. Maybe you watch it as well, or have seen it. It's been a while since I watched the whole thing, but I don't know, it's popping into my head now more again. Six of Cups, Lord of Pleasure. So yeah, what was I saying? It's a card of nostalgia, and it's kind of like, you know, looking back at stuff that you appreciated from a you know, a standpoint of joy. Innocence comes to mind here. Beginner's mind, maybe. This Ace of Swords can be beginner's mind as well. You know, that you're willing to go to this place of learning from the beginning on something. But yeah, it's traditionally it's a card of nostalgia, and clarifying the Queen of Swords, it's like you're getting to the truth of something, or maybe something from your childhood is coming up, you know. Your inner child could be speaking to you soon, and this is your potential outcome. Maybe you're going to get to the core of something that's rooted in your inner child that it needs transmuting at this time. But it is another card of reciprocity. You know, 6 is the number of love, connection and sharing for me, and the 6 of Pentacles was that reciprocal energy here, Lord of Material Success. And Lord of Pleasure, just as I said the word that I'm not supposed to say on YouTube. Sex, 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 sex. I think I said it 6 times. But anyway, you guys, I'm rambling now, and stop me at any time. This looks so good. I see so much healing here. You know, there's even healing in this watery energy of the 6 of Cups. And you know, up against the Queen of Swords, like swords versus cups, it's mind and heart. That's what you're on about here. And this is representing so much balance. And like I said, that 6s always represent, you know, reciprocity, equal give and take, you know, fairness. That's the one card didn't turn up in this reading that I really did expect to see, was the Justice card, or, you know, something to allude to fairness, like even the Temperance card. So I'll just do one last shuffle and see. I'm a way off. Okay, you guys, stay with me. 666 will mean something to you. 6 of Swords, 6 of Pentacles, 6 of Cups. It's so funny this, like Swords, Pentacles, 6 of Cups. 3 of Swords, that's heartache. 5 of Pentacles, these are all about lack, what's been in your past. There's your 9 of Pentacles. There's the Sun and the Hierophant. Yeah. There's the Last Judgment. The Hierophant, I suppose, is the only thing really that's coming in regarding balance. Balance, equality, you know. Also a Hierophant represents to me that you're graduating, you know, you're moving from one thing to another, to a higher state of being, higher frequency. There's an awful lot of ivory and elephant iconography here as well. You might resonate with elephants, who are the absolute warriors, and wisdom within comes to mind with that. So anyway, you guys, these cards, I just love them. That's card of change as well, number 5. All the Roman numerals, I'll have to get into that as well. Yeah, just getting used to the new things, but 9s and 10s, 6s everywhere. 6 of Wands, 6 of Swords, 6 of Pentacles, and 6 of Cups. That's all 4, like. Astounding. Okay, folks, I'm going to leave it there. Look, thank you very much for joining me. As I said, like, share, subscribe, share with your friends. I do need to promote this channel a little more. And I will see you all the next time. Namaste.